some coffee time. Coffee talk, not time. My apologies. Coffee talk. Let me talk about some coffee, talking about some crazy stuff. In the last episode, we had the cats, the human cat, the cat turned into a human that ran away from her parents and was rebellious or whatnot. Her dad came in to talk. We also met the lady that is from the sea. We also met an astronaut. We heard a bunch of interesting stories. If you guys haven't seen that episode, go back and watch that episode because it's absolutely fantastic. Like I say in the start of all these episodes, me and my dyslexia will fight, guaranteed, through this whole episode, so just bear with me. And viewer discretion is advised. We've got some. Last episode wasn't bad, but I know previous episodes kind of had some stuff that was not super appropriate. So, viewer discretion is advised. Be the start of this video. And as always, got my coffee. I'm ready to play the next chapter, next episode, next day of Coffee Talk. Let's get into it. Yeah, we left off with the dad talking to Freya about rebellious teens. Military personnel stationed along the East Coast to prevent immigrants flooding in from Atlantis. Oh, she looks worried. Are you sure that... Wow. Are you sure that would be okay? Yes. I mean, it would be really hard to pull off. I have no idea what we're talking about. But it's something that I'll make the story different. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Patrick was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? I'm planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my persistence interrupt. Wow, I can't read today. Oh, don't worry about it. Although I need to interrupt Patrick for a moment. Sure. How can I help? Can I have a cup of? You remember my remedy? Of course. Do you want me to give it a try? My last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's green. Remember, it's tea and ginger. Last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. It's definitely a different ingredient from one of those. Remember, it has tea and ginger. Okay, so last order quite a spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. Last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either. Okay, hold on. So you're saying the last order quite at the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. Last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. Remember, it has tea and ginger. So it does or does not have tea and ginger, because you said the last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. Okay. Tea, ginger, and something else? What tea? That's cinnamon. Okay, we'll do cinnamon and ginger. Man, I don't know. Just tell me what you want. I'll do it. Cinnamon ginger tea. Here you go. I don't know if that's what you want, man. Is this it? How is it? Nope. The drink doesn't even follow my guidelines. Far from it. Never mind. So you did want it or you didn't want it? I'm very confused. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion. Okay, well you're freaking confusing, okay? Don't worry, Mr. O. We're done for the night. You're done? We're done. I have a lot of new homework. Thanks to you. You're welcome. Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya. Oh, come on, I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies you as well. Ah, come on. Oh. Oh, well, good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Baileys. Hey, how are you doing, Freya? Ah, good. What's going on? Patrick was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure story. That's what I was trying to say. But for adults. Sounds pretty common so far, but interesting. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each direction you make will give you a score. What? That score will determine which page you should go to. That sounds more like a video game than a book. I know, it's not that original. But my target here is the mainstream audience. Bro, your phone is going off. It's driving me crazy. Thank you. Huh? With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on NetStream. It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream markets. That sounds interesting. And highly ambiguous, Freya. At least it's simpler than my other idea, which is making the novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards. I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of settling the story in a world where only humans exist. What did you say? No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finish it, okay? Alright. As Patrick said, though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way? You'll have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun, if you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. Ginger latte, that's more like it. Just give me a name, I'm good to go. Ginger latte, coffee, ginger milk. Coffee, ginger milk. Coffee. Can I draw on it? Nope. Sounds pretty good. Here you go, bud. Here you go. Thanks. I'm gonna drink my coffee too while you're picking yours. Damn, that's good. Hey, see what happens when you tell me exactly what you want, I can make it instead of beating around the goddamn bush. With this kind of drink making skill, I wonder why your place isn't any bigger. What we have here now is more than enough for me. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Yeah, me too. By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? As in you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done, as in I've finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure it's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course, but I convinced her. By using some design terms she doesn't understand. So you finished your job by bullshitting her. Fair enough. Bahaha. The finest of bullshit, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh? Like you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking. I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know? Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Oh, spicy. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. This chicken. Oh my god, this guy. What's up, guys? Nice. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay. Let's call him. Sure, that thing. Kong. I'm gonna just call him Kong. Kong has a girlfriend. Still following? And that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after. Oh, okay. Got it. She was one of the hottest girls there, but everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date. Why? I don't want to get the details. But this succubus was super hot. God, that's such a weird word. And all the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all. Because it wasn't Lua. Genius. Oh, Lua was my friend's girl. Holy moly. This is getting spicier. The other girl's name was... Let's just call her Rose. Continue. I knew Lura thanks to her relationship with Cog. That's a fake name made up, right? Yes. Now, will you let me continue without interruptions? Okay. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. And it annoyed her so much, but I kept on bothering her. I mean, I guess I was pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cog back in college. I've been out and I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together. It witnessed something surprising. What? Cog was sleeping with Rose. Holy mother of moly! I saw the look on Lura's face. Disbelief, anger, and sadness. And without even thinking it, I punched Cog in the face. You what? I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you? Cog was a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu wow. He's pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch, and he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lura begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. More like she begged Cog. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I didn't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad, so Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that, and I didn't even remember the exact date, but suddenly our friendship turned into a relationship. That was one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her, by any chance? Yeah, Lua came by a few days ago. How's she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument though. With who? There was this male model. I didn't think she was the type of girl to go out with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, they were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight, about your family stuff. And then this guy, Hyde, joined the discussion. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval, considering, what? You're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her? Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or I should say, most elven families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, you're there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never, ever make our families look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist was not something else would deem... Hello, what up? Deem suitable. Unless you became the next Da Vinci, rather. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. Last time I talked to you, I was in Arizona. Well, where are you now? All that because you chose an art degree. You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Iowa? Oh, well, hello from Iowa. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country. Accusing her religion of worshiping the Dark Lord. Accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Wow, your parents seem like they're out of their mind. I mean, come on. This is the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Tell me about it. Lua's the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. Hey, thanks for the likes. I appreciate you, Jay. I don't understand why Lura is so obsessed with the idea of recollection of my family. I think that's the wrong word. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Gula, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I could have helped overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yes, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we don't abandon our family or anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought of it that way before. Whatever you like, or whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. That's nothing. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better life with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decision. One day you might use that "I left my family for you" card. We love each other. I'd be with her whenever I'll be with her whenever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn frantically at first, but over time will die down. If you don't maintain it. Yo, what up, Duster? Maintaining it won't be easy. It'll be hard work because life is full of storms, and marriage will not survive on love alone. Whoa, that's deep. That actually is pretty deep. I actually kind of like that analogy. We'll have each other, and that's enough for us. Tell us, do you have health insurance? What? Oh, excuse me. I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. For what? Immortality is an elf's privilege, but you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fall ill or got seriously injured. Wow. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. How's life? Good, man. How are you? Hey, thanks for the life. Thanks for the likes, man. I appreciate you. ... And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high priority that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are some consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I've got to go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight. I've got to go too. Want to head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink. You're welcome. And Freya, I'm sorry that I made it wrong. It's abusive. Why, man? Why is it abusive, dude? Bye. Wow, that was deep. That was heckin' deep. That was very deep. Wait, left. You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Oh, it's a secret. If your book is based on the coffee shop, how can you present a story like there's a world with only humans around? Okay, so it just like auto plays or it does. I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you the same inspiration. Sounds like a great idea. You want the huge? My dad's girlfriend. My dad's girlfriend. Her ex. Man, you gotta get some help, man. Gotta get in contact with the authorities, dude, if that's going on, bro. Gotta talk to someone about it. Alright, it is Tuesday the 24th, I believe. Tuesday, September 29th. So, wow. Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. Who vows to stop major hospitals selling furry sedative illegally? Ooh, welcome. He really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey Patrick, what's up? Like to order again? The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright. You know what to do. Ingredients. Man, I don't know, dude. Keep trying to report it. Keep reporting it, baby. Yeah, I just keep trying to report it, man. Keep trying to get through. I don't know what to do. That's the problem. Is this guy like allergic to ginger or something? I can't remember. Who am I? Yeah, Gala. Hold on, fellers. Okay. Birthday September 13th. Okay. What type of coffee do you like? Worst part is stuff, man. Man, I just keep reporting it, man. Eventually they have to do something. Obviously I don't know what to do because it's what, cinnamon, milk, and something else. Cinnamon, ginger. Cinnamon, ginger, and something else. Hold on, I'm gonna Google it real quick. Tea, milk, ginger. Alright, let's try it. Tea, milk, ginger. That's it. We'll try it. Tea, milk, ginger. That's what we'll do. Try this. Thank you. Just what I needed. Sounds good. What about you, Mr. Hyde? What would you like to order? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. Couldn't help overhearing you both. Sounds like you two need. It sounds like you two. Yeah. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah. When it was... Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarfs. Ah, those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Ain't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I couldn't take care of them. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple, really? You were trash-tied. He told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I halted a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived, so I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the streets. Those doors would have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they have had ties to the mafia, and I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. Oops. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money. Okay, I just got an achievement. I'll take it. So I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. Well, a stroke of luck, the universe sends me a guardian angel in time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me that night before. Hey, I took you hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I could refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Oh, I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. I'd prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Let's skip we can do the quick part, not the dirty version. Let's kind of skip that part. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life, helping others live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to the stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, I'd like to order something now. What do you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Just a thing for you. Tea-based drink. Gonna be bitter as heck, though. That's warm and cool at the same time. This is warm and cool. It's just super bitter. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. Perfect. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil, you shall appear. Ah, speak of the devil. Hey, I didn't even need to say that, but I say the same thing all the time. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too, Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You? You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work? How could you tell? both senses. Right. I showed Patrick my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. It's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. It's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Well, I tried to say it. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospitals. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families, if they require intensive care such as operations. I go through what we do as how much it would cost for them. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for the job. Someone who is very educated. Wow, educated, that's not the word. Someone who is very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessarily. Yeah. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's like the patient's personal lives anyway. So it's professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You need to be a bit less loyal though. Hyde. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy, ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly manager here. Pretty much a manager. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. That's guile for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Stay trip. See you around, Patrick. And you, Freya. See ya. Take care on your way. You know, it's kind of hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Oh, I'm just gonna skip over. Whoa! I never knew Kyle used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be in the front line. Still though, why did you make the jump from why did you make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze a story out of me? Absolutely. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Come on. I don't want to get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. You see why a guy doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he has confronted in was his strength. Wow, I totally dyslexic that one. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over the trauma, though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do, or at least the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle? Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard, and we weren't that close yet, so no professional feelings. I need his strength. But then I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person, that's all. After a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, but she refused. No surprise there. But I kind of pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened to his therapy sessions. But in the end, he found a new purpose in life. He quit working with me, and not long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been working. Hey, the astronaut's back. Good evening, everybody. Hello, astronaut guy. Welcome back. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Niall. Hello, everyone. I got an achievement. Hello, everyone. Is that all the characters? Hold on, I want to know if that's all the characters. Sorry. We are all friends. Hello, everyone. We are all friends. I'm assuming that's everybody. That's why that achievement's here. Niall. Yes, Niall. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communications, we do not really need travel things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Niall has a lot of associations with Earthlings' efforts in neurologic exploration. Yeah, whatever. You get what I'm trying to say. I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the cafe shop a few days ago. So hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hi. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle? Yeah. Oh, you are not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, do you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? That's what I was trying to say. Oh, this? We choose this appearance based on the image we saw when we first arrived. Image? are the Abby Andrew album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with our things. Before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. This is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew you a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Whew, something you will be able to taste, huh? Alright, let's take coffee. Bitter. I do coffee. Mint. Oh, well, freaking bitter, man. Oh, bitter. Coffee, mint, and lemon. You're welcome. Coffee, mint, and lemon. There you go, bud. A cup of anything. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking? That's how they drink. Oh boy. You're one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally? Yes. But you can't be sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Niall? Us? We're travelers. Doing our job in space you likely call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date? All the way from a galaxy far, far away? Wow. Turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand. But we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Oh man. Well, how's the mission going so far? I cannot say it is going well. Not surprised with how quickly and unique you are. Not many women could handle that. Could you handle them though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. Wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or go further. If it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. But what we gather, does that mean you're willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not bad. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of these terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings meet with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, this is true. Yes, this is called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also lived the concept of restaurant and take care of the planet. Concept of okay. At least that was what we gathered from the information network. Therapeutically, that should be the case. I don't know if I read that right. Whatever. But Earthlings are stupid. Fair enough. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time you start by dating, boyfriends or girlfriends, you know, before you talk about marriage. Okay, so how can we become your boyfriend? You can start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood? So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I'm single. You want to be our girlfriend? Now? The path to starting to date varies between people. But usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be challenging for us. Even after that, making kids is still a totally different language. Most women prefer it to their male partners. Yes. Yep. It's something you wear. Yep. Yes, it is. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do want to have offspring? Yep. All the information is too much to process in one minute. So we talk about yep and how, but how do you yep, like seeing how you drink. It's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that, but we can't not tell you details unless we are agreeing to do the mating ritual. I do not want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, especially the mental part. We do our research, and we tried it on the testing subjects we made. It was proven. Sorry guys, let me put the phone in. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. Sorry, guys. I plugged in my phone. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you've given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with the newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed, after all. It was really nice to talk with you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Take care on your way, sir. Well, that was an interesting conversation. Very interesting. That was really something. Yes, it was indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And when they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer? Wow, I tried to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, how's that young woman been back since I spoke with her last? You Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Miss Gata joined the discussion. I can't pronounce any of their names, but it's okay. My. You really have a nook for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with them. Rude. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. Unless it's really... piques his interest. I'm like, what the heck? Or it annoys him. They don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow? Okay. So I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyways, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. I start saying that every time like I see people. I'm like, take care on your way. Excuse me. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you guys don't miss another video. For all of you staying online, stay here. I'll be closing out and going back in days, What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Comedy Gaming. Alright, so we are on the next episode of Coffee Talk. Like I always do in every episode of this series so far, I'll let you know, a little dyslexic, it is fighting for me today. This is my third episode today, so, reading is always interesting for me. I apologize if I read anything incorrectly or if I say anything incorrectly. It's just how it is. Got my coffee here. Viewer discretion is advised. There are some inappropriate things that are discussed. If I notice anything, I generally try not to read them aloud. You can read them on your screen. Just so I don't offend anybody or anything along those lines. But anywhoosers, we are gonna get back into it. It is. Oh, the last episode. I'll recap. So last episode, alien guy came back, was talking about mating like he did before. He like wants to like have children with somebody. Miss Freya was trying to help him out, give him some advice, and then he tried to hook up with Freya. And I don't think Freya was too keen on it. Yeah, we vampire came back, talked to him a bit. We learned the story with Gala and the vampire. We learned their story, how they met. That was kind of interesting. And that Gala was a war veteran. That's pretty cool. I respect that. Yeah, just a normal, the regulars. We met I don't remember if it was the last episode, this episode before. We met a sea person. That's pretty cool. But anyway, that is about it. We've had pretty much the regulars come in, order some stuff. I messed up a couple coffees. It was a good time. If you haven't seen the episode, please go click out of this one and go and watch the previous episode. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's get into it. Oh, it's September 30th. I forget the date. Sorry, I didn't read it. Rise over the government, treatment of... Wow. Literally spraying him in the face. The zombies? What the heck's going on here? Welcome. Oh! I'm not gonna be assassinated, am I? This isn't, Hitman? Good evening, sir. Hello. It's an agent. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division. Or FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take this issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be an alien? I don't think so. But what would I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure. But according to some eyewitnesses, wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You'd think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know? That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we've been running around other false testimonies. They are superior creatures after all. Thank you for your help. If you see any suspicious activity, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want to drink anything before leaving? We're good. Take care. On your way. I don't know why it wasn't like, hey, there was literally an alien in here like yesterday, but okay. Phew. Really need to be more careful now. Huh? Whoa! What's up, Aqua? Work? I forget your name now. Good evening, Patrick. Myrtle, that's what I meant. Yo! Hello, Miss Aqua, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We plan to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order something? Do you want to order first? Nah, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? Green tea with a lot of mint. You got it. Green tea, and we'll do 2 mints. You said a lot. Whatever that is. Your drink's ready. Oh, it looks really fresh. I call this that, inspired by its origin. Or macchiato. I heard the people here really love tea. Let's give it a try then. Oh my. It's warm but very refreshing. I wonder I can't even read the word, not even try. It's often associated with tea. The O's and R's of my dyslexia just want to no, not even try. How about you, Miss Myrtle? Do you want to order right away? Sure. I'll have the tar kit. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to my brewery. I can actually change the music. That's cool. I'm just gonna leave it on. Hey, something. Do I even have that as a recipe? Am I gonna have to Google it? Okay. Guess we're Googling it. I know it's cheating. That is a legit drink. Hot milk tea beverage. Black tea, preferably. So it looks like tea, milk, and it says 1 glass warm salt water. That doesn't tell me. It looks delicious. Ingredients: tea dust, hot water, condensed milk. And you just literally just want the ingredients. Okay, we'll do it this way. I don't know how to make it. One teaspoon. Okay, so I literally don't know what else she wants in this. We got TT milk. Oh, so it's 2 T's in the milk. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Sure, we're gonna go with it. Here you go. If you guys are curious, it means... Oh, it's just a tea beverage. It's a Mandarin word. A drink of sweet tea with milk prepared by pouring the liquid back and forth repeatedly between 2 containers so as to produce a thick foamy top. It's literally just tea and milk with a foamy top. Here you go. Ah, is there anything wrong? No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Just like you get in Southeast Asia. Thank you for your compliments. Where did you learn to make it? I traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in that place? Yes. And from videos on the internet. That's exactly it. So, how are things going in the office? As usual, tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we made some good progress with a problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this is. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, Even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. I want to say please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team. As if those, if they care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know the optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyway, because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. Hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot, even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite stories was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it. I'm not that bad off, you know? At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, so on. And we're already used to this. So don't worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy work conditions shouldn't be a norm. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it fast, before they give your spot to another idol. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for idols. That's good. Then the event's even. The event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodations. It's a golden ticket, but it's not that. But I'm not that confident. You paused the selection process, right? That would be enough validation to reassure you that the game. Yeah, wow. That would be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken. The judges are normally prolific people in the industry, and also senior journalists. I know, but I told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional, and thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know, and you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and they say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Even after all that, I'll still be here by myself for the whole event. That one is a problem, huh? Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight, showing my baby to the public. I just can't imagine the horror. You know what? Huh? So far, my schedule is pretty empty around then. If things stay this way till Max, I'll come with you. No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then. You shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an yeah, that thing. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I could just ask my lead to skip this year. But, I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not. Oh, okay. Good. Now, what are you going to show? What are you going to show the game on? I'll have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the expo built already? Expo built? They're not planning on showcasing the full version, right? That's the plan. Don't. I'll give you the guidelines on what to have for the expo built. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay. Got it. Now let's see. Hey! Hello, Miss Rachel. Hi. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. I'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Corel next week. They're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say that those announced this late are backups. But it's still the biggest festival of the country. Yes, and I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink, something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. Alright, hot chocolate. That's 3 bars of sweet. 4 bars of sweet. Chocolate honey cinnamon. That sounds pretty sweet to me. Honey cinnamon chocolate. Sounds pretty good to me. Your sweet hot chocolate is ready. Thank you. How is it? Not bad. It's not special, but it's enough. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. Oh, sorry, it wasn't special enough, but it was heckin' sweet. Other than the introduction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long you can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their, yeah, probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. Makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Dad? What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening? I was worried I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio, so I thought you'd be here. And now you're causing another ruckus. We're sorry, Patrick. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What do you have? What do you recommend? Might I suggest a cup of Spanish? What is that? It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger. That's delicious. Okay. You said it was what now? Hot chocolate, milk, ginger. Hot chocolate, milk, ginger. Serve it. There you go. Your drink is ready, sir. Oh my. This is amazing. Glad you like it. Dad? Yes? Please Please just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know Morris. He is not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since he left, he's been growing his brand, making his name. Managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much, excuse me. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First you were afraid of how my fans would treat me, and now you're afraid of the industry too. What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're just too young to understand. Then make me understand, because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Don't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Rachel, I'm sorry. But I'm trying, okay? Try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? I'll make time. I will take time. It will take time for me to learn. God, I am sorry. But I am learning. Or, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, you are out of your mind. You've been out of touch for so long. I told you, I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out. But it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take these things slow, I lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lesser is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now please go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. And it's a big chance to boost my performance as a solo artist. Then are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel and label provided. The label provided. But that's... See you, Dad. Wait, Rachel. So sad. I mean, I get the dads. I know you're frustrated. Excuse me for a moment, Patrick. Dude, you're good, man. Take your time. That's frustrating. I understand. I'm sorry about that. What just happened? You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we are both busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear their argument? Of course I heard them. I just choose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and forcing my attention so completely, especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying that you aren't listening to my advice and you were focused on them instead? No, I was listening. I just made notes. See, you don't even realize, but you are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Excuse me. Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Pastor, we're leaving. Hope you have a good time. Thank you for the drinks as usual. Please take care on your way home. Where's my regular? Where's she at? I guess that's all. For two. Oh, he's back. Oh, you're back, Mr. Henry. Are you all right, sir? Sir? Oh, yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No, I lost her. Sorry to hear that. I'm sure she's alright. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes? Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something's been bugging me. What's that? Why do you leave the music industry? Now that's a trip. Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s, and they're still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. Decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. Didn't find peace in managing girl bands. Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it is good. But what hit me the hardest was the fans. Toxic fans were the worst. Teenage girls especially, they were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar idols' lifestyle, abandoning the responsibilities of their families, and the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Editing photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're nice, but they love us for it. Okay, probably read that wrong. It's fine. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry? They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. Are you going to be all right by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later. And sorry for bringing our fight into your place. Don't worry about it. All right then. Goodbye. And that is the end of that night. Next. Off to the next one. Thursday, October 1st, 2020. Our minds not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. They have the meme. They got the meme. That's great. If you guys don't know what meme that is, it's I saw it from, there was like a Harry Potter meme where this little girl had the nose and running from, anyway. Never mind, enough about that. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Niall, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There's definitely something that you can do. What is that? Can we work here? Excuse me? What? Is it possible for us to work here? Whoa, why? We have learned some we have learned something precarious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth. and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communications here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skills have improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. Sorry, give me 1 second. This is why we asked you to allow us to work here, because you want us to interact with, because you want to interact with our customers. This is correct. I'm not sure about this. Normally, if you are applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through a certain process before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Oh? Let me think it over, if you don't mind, and I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh no. We are sorry for our... Yeah. But it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, I'll give you a cup to... Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood? There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come to drink just for a drink, work, or reading something. I strongly suggest you leave them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you start talking... Excuse me, I'm yawning. Or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit or to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though. Oh, to help keep your suit clean. And the different differentiate you from the customers, I think is what it says. You don't really need more diffusion, but I'll make you look more legit for the job. This is a very earthly thing to do. It is? Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Welcome. Holy wow. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hi, Patrick. What's going on here? Well, Niall's working here tonight. And I thought I was one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for alien invasion. Huh, it's not that. Niall is just helping out. You never look like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it's the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we're actually the person who is getting help from the priesthood. Not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to this conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about the Earthlings' communication. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to that? On one condition. I make the drinks. I will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade? What is it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you could be my next story. I can write an article about your work here, Freya. If I still need to write for the newspaper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yeah. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you gonna do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it all sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? Are you allowed to do that? We will pay for your drink. No, it's okay. This one's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Niall. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was? So what do you think? So what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite? Our favorite? Anything. I trust you with this decision. Well... Actually, reset, let's do it. Let's do coffee, milk, a little sweetener in it, huh? I think like a bitter will come on. Sounds good. Oh god, lemon, no, let's not do that. Coffee. Ginger. Sounds good. Coffee, ginger, lemon. Send it. Just how you like it. Ginger lemon coffee. There you go. Here's your drink. Especially grabbed it by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? What do you think? Thank you so much for this. I always wonder why our place only served hot drinks. But today I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds sure, even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. Oh boy, I'm sorry, Niall. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just, Niall. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh? We're glad to hear that then. It was just a figure of speech, Niall. We have heard about that term. It was still very hard to understand our language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood? At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask. Ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, barely. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you pronounce per day? Or produce per day, not pronounce. I don't think I have the exact number. But full time, I should be able to write down 3 to 5 100,000 words per day. Wow, that's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I had originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100. Is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Writing isn't always about the numbers of words, Niall. It requires things outside the merge world count, whatever that means. If we are only judging writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learn beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthlings seem to have a factuation for things which are hard to understand, for languages to arts. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things that can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So, is it still a valid improvement? Definitely. Excuse me, yawning. Cool. ... That didn't sound at all like you, Niall. I guess you really are learning something. Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. ... I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Coffee with a little bit of ginger. So coffee. Ginger. Coffee? A little bit of ginger. Got you. Here you go. Your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You're welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Psst, Niall. Some people have come to the coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here just to sit without being disturbed. Huh? Pardon us. I was just training Niall in how to talk with customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings can communicate with others, or with one another. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening to the way we listen, which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try, step by step. One small step for you, mighty step might be one giant leap for your kind. You made an astronaut joke. Neil Armstrong astronaut joke. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone event? Yeah. Oh, is it Aquia? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... And she's here, isn't she? I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... Oh, what is this? What is happening here? I already told her... Hold on, this is hard to read. I already told the barista at... Wait, oh my gravy, I'm so sorry. This is difficult to read because it's not spaced out at all. I already told the barista to call all the cops when his aide was going to breed here. Okay. Where is Patrick? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Phew. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. Sorry, that was a very difficult read. I don't think I got everything. Feel better now? Yes. I'm sorry. It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We're starting to think that we might need to make a recording of the answer to that question. We don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway, so here is the detail. That was interesting. Very nice for you to do this, Patrick. It's nothing really. But you do really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. We do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. We want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a great start, but we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Interesting. What? What are you going to do in Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening. Oh, this is why we decided. I love her face. It's great. Decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. We also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. This is what we will be studying in. Yes, after that we will be ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plans. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? It's nothing. We're just friends, you know? We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I never made a game from scratch before. It was always I was always a bystander. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to talk to her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I refuse it anyway. But, if you want me to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. Whatever. Oh, you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip in my tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anymore. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. Creepy be so you done with that game? There's quite a lot of things I need to publish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? Depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about pacing. Pacing, control, and UI UX. It might be fun to have finished working on your creation. It certainly removes some of the weight off my chest, just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done, doubly done. Sorry to hear that, Frank. Please don't be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, After your first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app, and then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out our book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What are you doing, though? Is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through, so I'm sure you'll both be fine. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I'm really sorry. I know I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. It's sarcasm, I know that. Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kind of get that you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnt out. I'm working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes, I don't really work on them. Not directly. So what do you work on? Secret project. A secret project. I'll tell you under Frenda. Okay. Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm a part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP, or worst cause, another FMC game in a different. Okay. Isn't that a dream job for some people? Heh. That's what I thought at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write for years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making patches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. All of them through countless pitches. Only a handful got approved for a prototype, and so far none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they say. So you haven't released anything for the past 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder your folks are considered the 7 samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. What? Usually developers get their own vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. Then when was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined the company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder why you're burnt out. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and after day after off. But where would I go? Well, where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend/vacation. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey. Okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Haha, don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now to prepare for our getaway. I'll come with you. Oh, to my apartment? No, we'll talk together in the bus stop, just like last time. Oh, okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. Okay, see you folks later. Well, that was interesting. Dot. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know, but not now. I've got to finish this draft first, as we have said before. You can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Niall. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. Sure? Do you want another drink? To be going on with? Still in the house? I definitely won't say no. Friday, October 2nd, 2020. That will be the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the absolute best. I'll continue probably until I'm finished. I'll just keep on trucking. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other videos. That's about it. I will be continuing on. I'm probably going to get up, stretch, walk around for a minute. For everyone that is live here, stick around. I'll be back in like a minute or so. I might make another coffee. And get up. And I'll be right back. For everyone watching this video, thank you guys.